Hello, everyone. This is Bricia MAYOMBO, your healing and transformation coach. I hope everyone is doing good. Happy Mindfulness Day. I hope you're great, and I pray that you've had an amazing Thanksgiving, a get together with your family. Even if you were by yourself, I pray and I thank the Lord in advance for you, for my new friends, whatever you're connected from, Gabon, Uganda, whatever part of the world that you are in. Greeting. I am a healing and transformation coach on a mission to help you on your healing transformation. I help women, especially moms who have been through sexually, emotionally, or physically abused in the process of restoration. And on today's topic, also, if you don't know, I have published finally, by the grace of God, my first book that is called The Power of Forgiveness. What a time of the year, what a best moment to really gift yourself, okay? Bless yourself with this gift that as Christian, because I'm a Christian woman, as you can see, I'm a Christian coach. And literally everything that I do, it is based on the word. And there's nothing more important if you call yourself Christian to be able to really follow the teaching of Jesus. And one of his ministry, one of the greatest ministry he taught us, it was really the power of forgiveness. And when I was, mandated to write this book, trust me, it wasn't the best thing that I was excited to do, but I had to do it because we know delayed disobedience, delayed obedience is disobedience. Today, I just want to get in touch with you again. We all did, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Still, no matter what you've done, I hope you've got what you needed. But I'm here to talk about your soul. I'm here to talk about healing. I'm here about to take transformation. So do say hello and tell me where you're tuning in from. Say how you're doing today. How was your Thanksgiving? If you are in the US like me. If you know, then it's okay. Thanksgiving, that's what we celebrated last Thursday, okay? So blessing to you. I want to address a subject like healing. Healing doesn't happen overnight. And I want to start by telling you a little story that I had a conversation with one of the ladies that I work with on my program, the 6 week of transformation, Mind Shift the New You, that I pray if you're women or men, because it's open for men and women, if you need healing, if you've been through trauma, okay, childhood trauma, adult trauma, postpartum depression, all of that is trauma, okay? You are welcome to sign up for the next round of the 6 weeks, okay? It's 6 week Mind Shift the New You. So the link is on the bio. If it's not posted, I'll post it down below, okay? But don't worry, you will get that link and join us for 6 weeks. 6 weeks where we're going to sit down together. It's not a pre-recorded. It's not something that is going to be sitting, because the healing test time, okay? And I'm not just going to be recording for you. I need to have a conversation with you. We need to have a conversation. We need to talk together. We need to open wounds and then close them together with some techniques that I learned that I've been using myself in my healing journey, okay? So I was saying that I had this conversation with one of the ladies who took the mastermind last time. And she told me, she's like, Bricia, I am telling you, it's been 2 years. But it's only now, after 2 years. And it's good also, it's also helped me reflect how the program is going, how the effect, but you don't know. She said it's now, there was an exercise that they had to do as part of, at the healing process. And she was told to do a task. Man, it was hard to do that task, okay? For those who are going to go on the mastermind, I'll tell you what the task is. But just to tell you that healing test time. So I'm going to illustrate that with this story. So you say, oh my God, it took me, I could not know, but it's now that I understand what you meant by doing this task. It was hard. And until today, I don't know how I don't even have the strength to do it. So I had to sit with her and have this conversation again with her, talk with her, go through the process and say, it took you 2 years to realize that you really, what I was meant by, when I was telling you to do it, you say, yes, It really took me 2 years. But trust me, it wasn't easy. Healing is not easy. If it was easy, everybody would say, hello, I want to heal. How many people, maybe around you, aside to you in your neighborhood, a colleague, a classmate, roommates, people even like you drive on the bus with, or just like your neighbor, you know they've been broken. You know they've been traumatized. You know that they have what we call, childhood trauma, but they never spoken. If you know anybody, raise your hand, because I know many. If you know many that especially that they've been wounded, all right? They suffer what we call generation curse, like we now say, it's like a common word. Or we're talking about mother wounds that I always teach. There are many. Hi, brother. How many do you know? And I talk to the perspective of a mom, always talk about women. Why I encourage mom to hear? Because as mom, as a woman, whatever you have birth naturally or not, naturally, okay, spiritually, we are the nurturer. There's a reason why the baby is placed in your wound. So when in your wound, in order for the baby to grow, okay, to develop and become that human being that you give birth after 9 months, the wounds needs to be safe, but the wound needs to be here, a whole, needs to be able to nurture physically that baby, emotionally that baby, and spiritually. But we've been giving birth, a lot of women have been giving birth to baby that are not, that unbalanced, that are in this immunity, that are full of trauma. Why? Because the mom was traumatized either before the pregnancy or during the pregnancy. So that's how the trauma, most of the trauma are transferred. Whatever you realize that now, no, but I try to break it, and it's really something that we mostly need to pay attention nowadays going on. Your mom or your grandfather might not be aware of this, but now you know that there are consequences of a mom who was wounded, who hasn't here and gave birth. And what she does at the same time, when she wasn't here, she's just transferring that trauma, that same trauma to the child. It is serious. It is my ministry. I didn't want to do it, but it's a calling. That's why you're sitting me on a Monday evening, okay, teaching about healing. It's not a process. It's not easy. The process is not easy. What are the simple processes that I always teach? The number one step that you need to do is acknowledge that you need help. Someone write down with me, need help. Number one, need help. You need to say that, like we say, when you go to Walmart, okay, Sam's Club, they have on their shirt, how can I help you? How may I help you? You need to be able to acknowledge yourself, say, I need help. Hello? Somebody put down, I need help. That is the number one step for your healing process. Why do you need to acknowledge that? Because no one, like I can be putting makeup, lashes, wigs, weaves, whatever, the best makeup, the best outfit, talk about the degrees that I have, show you the house, show you everything, all those material things that cover my pain. And how many people do we know that go around us, that are next to us, that we colleague with, that you go to church with, that are wounded? So you need to acknowledge yourself that you need healing. You need help, okay? That's number one step for the healing. Number two, and I'm saying again, whatever you're a Christian, born again, speaking in tongues, doing whatsoever, you need to seek a help. That means that apart from praying in tongues, apart from fasting, apart from doing whatsoever you're doing, you need professional help. That means you need a counselor, right? You need a healing and transformation coach like me to have a session with you, someone who's been equipped with you, in that domain, to be able to help you toward that healing process. So you need to find someone who is qualified. Nowadays, there's so many programs that's being offered. So there are different qualified people who are qualified to do what you have to do. But first of all, you have to acknowledge the fact that you need help. Number two, you need to find, qualified help. The same way you have a headache, you have you need to go OBGs for women, or you have a toothache, you look for a dentist, you go to the dentist. The same thing when your soul is wounded, when your soul is at pain, when you're looking for healing, you need to find someone that is qualified spiritually, emotionally, by experience to help you into the healing process. All right? So that's the second step that you need to do. The third step that you need to do, and I told you healing is not easy. It doesn't happen overnight. The third step that you need to do is you need to stop. You need to stop thinking like it's okay not to be okay, but it's okay to understand that what I'm not okay. All right. I hope that it makes sense what I'm saying. You need to be able to say now, what? I need help. Can somebody help me? I cannot do that no more. I don't feel good. I've had a whole talk show with a sister of mine talking about the strong woman syndrome. I'm not saying that if you're married, you're happy, you have a healthy relationship, that you shouldn't have it. No, I'm not talking about the abuser one and stuff. No, I'm talking about to the point that you know that you're broken. You know that you need healing. You know that, you've been traumatized, you've been sexually abused, and you haven't spoke to anybody since you were born. You never see any therapist. You can move on. You got a PhD. You get everything that you want to do. You even got married. But you haven't sat down 1 second and acknowledge the fact that it hurts. You need to feel your feeling. Let me say that in one sentence, simple way. You need to feel your feeling. That means that when those emotions, because they come, when those images come back from the past, when those things that, they come back, you have to acknowledge that and stop pushing them. The rising of blood pressure is there. Women obesity is there. All those disease, those ills that we have, they are the consequences of, our wounds, our sickness, emotional sickness that we haven't solved. And anything that we cannot express, with the words comes in our bodies. We are sick. We are depressed. We have so many things that we can develop because mentally, emotionally, spiritually, many are broken and wounded. So until you acknowledge your feelings, saying that, okay, it's okay if you feel anxious, okay? Some people talk about anxiety. You feel depressed. You don't feel like you're going to get up this morning and even take a shower. If that has happened to you, say hello, hi. Sometimes you don't even feel like eating. You don't even feel like opening your eyes. When you start having those feelings, you have to acknowledge them. Okay? The last step that I'm going to tell you is for you to be able to have a community. And when the community is around you, that means that you have acknowledged that there's something happening to you. You have to be able to speak up and say, hey, can somebody help me? Can somebody do this for me? Can somebody help me do this? I don't feel okay. You need to be able to, whatever your mom, okay, your spouse, your wife, you need to be able to, like your circle, your family needs to know what's going on. I'm telling you now because it took me a long time to ask for help, to express myself even to my family, say, what, I'm not feeling okay. And they will ask me, how do you feel? I say, I don't know. I'm not feeling okay. Because those thoughts will come in my mind, those society thoughts. Yeah. Fatigue will come. The depression will come. So many things that I keep thinking and thinking when you think I'm not enough. I'm not worthy of living. I'm not this and that. Just because you have been through trauma, your identity has been broken. I hope it's making sense. It has been broken. And when your identity has been broken, you don't see yourself as a child of God no more. You're starting seeing yourself as that victim because of what you've been through. So your parents, your family member, your brother, your sister, people around you need to be able to know because sometimes people want to help us, but we don't let others help us because we think that we're too strong. Until one day They find you collapse in your bathroom, collapse in the living room, and you cannot do no more. But you were strong. You were going to work, going to do what you have to do, doing conferences, writing books. But one day, that was it. And no one knew what was going on in your mind. No one knew exactly how you were feeling emotionally. You were dressed up all the time. You were cute all the time. But you were broken and wounded. So I hope these little signs that are kind of, really helping you identify, what you need. Number one, you need to seek help, okay? Ask for help. Number two, you need to acknowledge, to look for help. Somebody who's been specialized. You need to find therapists. Just going to church and praying, it's not enough. It's not enough. So you need to find a therapist that can help you in that domain. Number three, you need to acknowledge those feelings that you have, because whatever you suppress, whatever you compress, has been the reason why you might be going through the depression. You were going through depression if you didn't know, or in your body. Okay, some women want to lose weight, and I always kindly say that before the external weight disappear, you have to walk into taking the internal weight off. And I go deeper in the mastermind. I go deeper when I talk one-on-one with you. So I put all the information for the mastermind. Also, the link to go and buy the book, okay? The Power of Forgiveness, how to overcome unforgiveness. It's in English. There's also another version in French. But now you have the privilege. I have the honor. I'll be blessed if you can get your copy. Get not only one copy, get several copies, because all, the families needs to have that, because there's so many wounds in families. A lot of you guys have sitting around the table with people you haven't spoken for years, that you don't even want to see, but because we're pretending, and God doesn't want us to pretend. God wants us to love one another, to forgive one another, to love in unity. And so many prayers cannot be answered until we have done that step of forgiving one another. That might be another topic of the next live. I hope that has been a blessing for you, for those who are going to be joining us for the mastermind. 6 week mind shift the new year. We're going to be talking about the different relationship you need to change, you need to work on in order for you to heal. And again, it's open to the women and the women too. So you can sign up as a couple. You can also sign up, individually. But I'm telling you, you will never be the same. It is 6 weeks, powerful weeks. But I'm telling you, it is intense. It is full, of wisdom. So many things, so many transformation happens when you really seek for help and you let somebody help you, okay? And that's my blessing. That's my ministry. I am here to empower you. Also you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have the English one, but you also have the YouTube channel. And also now you can shop in our power. I'll put the link down below, with our logo and stuff. Be a blessing. Get some cute hoodies. That's just amazing. Bless yourself, bless your family. And also as you're doing it, you are supporting the ministry. You are empowering, another woman. You are helping, and helping break generation curse and help, the healing process to happen in the world. I love you dearly. And happy Mindfulness Day again. I decree and declare that you're going to have a blessed week, that whatever you're looking for, you're going to find it. But I pray and I urge you to really seek for help. If you're really that person who knows inside and out that you've been wounded, since you had childhood trauma, or you were women, you just had you suffer from postpartum depression, I am telling you, it is not a joke. Being there, done that. It might the expression might be cute, but it's not cute at all. When you feel it, when you cannot sleep at night, when you can't even love your children, when you cannot be like a whole woman, it hurts. And so many marriages are being broken because the woman who is the center, who is supposed to be the fire, the garden, is no whole. It's not whole. And I go deeper on the mastermind and what I teach y'all. I love you dearly. Remember that you're born for a purpose. So never ever compare your life, nor your story, nor the season that you are in, because I want you to know that you're unique. So send that with me, that you're unique. Your story is unique, all right? And I want you to know that the world needs that here woman that you are. I love you dearly. I see you next time. With love. Don't forget to follow us, share that, tag someone who needs that, and don't forget to join us on the different mastermind and get your book. Okay? Bye. With love, your coach.